2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. A terrific look at the city of Memphis, Tennessee on the banks of the majestic Mississippi River. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Russell is out there with Doncic. And it's Durant. Then it's Junior. And it's Towns in at the 5 down low. And for Memphis, all out there with John Morant. Then it's Jaren Jackson. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Moore in at the small forward. Yeah, tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of talent, but also a lot of inexperience on each side.
And, Kevin, you know what that means? It means we're going to see some spectacular plays, but a few that'll have you scratching your head as well. Always interesting to watch these young players develop.
Now, here's Lewis. Clock at 6. And here's Doncic from the arc. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. And Whiteside's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And boy, did that game nearly get away from them, but they were a little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
They were extremely lucky. I think they took their opponent for granted a little, and it nearly cost them.
Now Moore after Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Lewis against Whiteside, and Junior throws it down.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush, perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
How about the D there by Russell? Just using that 6'9" wingspan to jack the ball loose, then kicks it up off the fast break.
To the middle, here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a pop. Whoa, hammering it in.
The minute KD gets the ball, all eyes are on him. That leaves a wide-open man.
Stolen by Lewis. And Junior throws it down hard.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And here's Towns. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Washington.
And it wasn't just the scoring. He also impacted the game on the glass. Terrific all-around effort.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
To the paint, here's Jackson, and he banks in the layup. Jackson's got his second basket of the night.
It's no secret that Lonzo is an elite facilitator. If you're open, he will get you the ball.
Here's Lewis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. 8 points for Junior.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Morant passes to Whiteside. Memphis moving it around. Outside, ball. Pass to Whiteside. Shot clock at 6. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
This is where you want Whiteside finishing. In close where he can use his strength and physicality.
A nice shot by KD.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Morant looking around. Offensive rebound. Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on Towns.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Memphis shooting their first free throws here for the night. Both free throws good from Jackson.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Lewis kicks to Towns. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Improving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Outside Jackson. From outside, off the mark.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
Russell dishes to Lewis. Passes it to KD. Back to Lewis. It's rebounded by Memphis. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Memphis' head coach. He was analyzing how to match up with Luka Doncic and the task of slowing him down. Coach said Luka is a smart player, well beyond his years. If we give him one look, he'll adjust quickly. So we're going to have to mix what we throw at him all night. They are well aware of the challenge Doncic presents. Kevin?
Thank you, David. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Thomas goes in. The quick look, no good that time.
Yeah, he's kicking himself. No defenders to be found in that mid-range area.
Lewis gets the bucket.
Adding to this lead, he's been dependable and consistent at the offensive end.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Bounce pass, Thomas. Jackson passes to Thomas. There's the lob to Jackson.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Over Robinson. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Lewis.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Outside Fournier. Moore passes to Jackson. Outside Robinson. Lewis grabs the board. Lewis has got 6 rebounds in the game. Morris with the ball. Defended now by Fournier.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
He kicks to Jackson. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
And, of course, Jaren Jackson Sr. played in the NBA for over a decade.
And, yes, Jaren Jackson Jr., he talks about watching his dad, learning what it takes to be a professional in this league. That prepared Jackson Jr. to make an impact early on.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And how about the balance?
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. So on the floor for Minnesota, Towns is out there with Junior. Then there's Monte Morris. And there's D'Angelo Russell. And it's KD in at the 3 slot.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
First trip to the line for him here.
You got to admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%? And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line. Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Morant passes to Whiteside. High post try. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Ball against Russell. Here's Morant. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Morris. Minnesota in the lead. And the rejection by Jackson. Lewis dishes to Russell. Back to Lewis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
For Minnesota, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. Morris checked in for the Grizzlies. Here's Morant. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. There's the lob to Jackson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Moss, guarded by Robinson. Lewis passes to Towns. On the wing, Morris. Towns down low. Morris there, and they pick up 2. Towns has got 8 points.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
And Junior throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Here's Morant. To the inside. Here's Moore. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Another day, another dime. Ja Morant has that pass-first mentality, keeping his teammates involved.
Lewis, right side, and Junior throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Wizards, put on a show. He finished with 32 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. He put up great numbers in a terrific effort. It's not a game that anyone wanted to miss. And they'll be looking for a repeat performance tonight, Kevin.
Thanks, David. Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And midway through the season, some players going above and beyond. And Steve, is that contract year boost a myth or is it a real thing?
Hey, Kevin, it is a real thing. You see guys more focused. You see guys that's usually not on time. In that contract year, you see guys on their best behavior, and you see some of their best play on the court overall.
Russell against Morant. Moore. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Here's Doncic. He had 10 points in the win against Washington.
And not only was he creating for himself, he was setting up teammates with good shots.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Ball, and he uses the glass on the layup. Ball's got 8 here in the quarter.
Coming off a scoreless first quarter, he's found a little rhythm here.
Here's Towns. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Morant kicks to Jackson. There's a minute left in the first half of the game. Moore. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Moore's got 10 points in the game.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 4 assists now tonight. And there's the pass to Moss. Now the feed to Lewis. And Junior throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Memphis has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Moore passes to Robinson. Morant kicks to Ball. Memphis moving it around. No good from Moore. Here's Doncic. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. Ball with it. Stolen by Lewis. 1 second left. That shot off the mark. And so it's Minnesota ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, Katie. It looks like you guys were able to build as the half went along. What happened out there?
Well, we stayed with our defense, and I think we were a little lazy to end that first quarter. We just came out and made them shoot tough shots, rebound the basketball, and get some easy points.
Certainly showed in the second quarter. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Nice game. Great performance by Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Why go away from something that's working? Force the defense to prove that they can stop it.
They've got Whiteside. Ja Morant, he's out there with Ball. Then it's Jaren Jackson. And it's Moore in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
You look back at that 2019 draft, Zion goes 1, Morant goes 2. And with everything we know about them now, could you imagine having to make that choice today?
That is a tough choice, GA. Or even crazier, could you imagine having both of them on your team? The reason why I say that, as amateurs, they played together in South Carolina. Little did they know at the time, they would be the future of this league.
Jackson misses.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Inside, here's Ball. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 6 assists in the game.
Finally getting one to fall. They were 0 for 3 to start.
Oh!
No, he didn't.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play. And coming out of halftime, Coach said they wanted to start fast. How's 4 for 4?
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Here's Whiteside. Towns with the defensive effort.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Out to KD. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Parker's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Outside, Ball. The dish to Morant. Moore outside. Here's Jackson. Takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Jackson's got 24.
And this team's struggles are not his fault. He's putting in work at the offensive end.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Outside, Ball. Tries again, and it's blocked by Lewis. And he recovers it. Kept alive. Here's Whiteside. And finally, that one's good. Whiteside's got it back down to single digits for the Grizzlies.
Are you serious? Whiteside doing major damage on the offensive glass.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Kicks it to Morant. There's the lob to Jackson. 6 to shoot. Here's Whiteside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jabari Parker.
He's a guy with all-star talent. It's been a long road for Whiteside, but he has a chance now to do something special.
Frazier, he's checked in for Memphis. Evan Fournier comes in for Lonzo Ball. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
it. You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Morant kicks to Frazier. Pass to Moore. Some nice passing there by Memphis.
You know we focus on his offense so much. Sometimes you forget the kind of impact Durant can have as a defender.
Lewis dishes to Parker. There's Russell with the 3. But they get it back. Lewis. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Frazier outside. Whiteside finds Morant. Pass to Frazier. Back to Morant. From the arc. He can't hit that time.
They keep calling his number, which is partly how they've dug this hole.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Robinson's checked in for Memphis. Thomas comes in for John Morant. Memphis has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Now, here is Robinson. And right now, he's averaging about 7 points a game. Timberwolves leading by 9. Malone passes to Lewis. And Junior throws it down.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
And here are the Grizzlies now. Stolen by Lewis. And Junior throws it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Outside Fournier. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And again, another shot drained there from Lewis. Lewis has got 33.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Outside Fournier. Hits it from three-point range. Fournier's got 7 points.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Malone trying to break free. And Junior throws it down.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
No good from Moore.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And Junior throws it down.
You know he's going to take a lot of shots out there. He's their #1 option right now.
The Grizzlies trail by 16. Thomas dishes to Moore. Here's Frazier, and it's blocked by Lewis. He lobs it up, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Fournier, and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. On the court for Minnesota. Durant is out there with Junior. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Russell. And it's Doncic in at the shooting guard. Well, here you sit, Smitty, at the broadcast table. Is there anything you notice about the game now that you didn't notice when you were playing?
Yes, Kevin. I mean, seriously, I did not know how much Kevin Harlan ate between games and during games. It is unreal. The before, the during, and after. You are a champ, Kevin, to be able to eat that much and to do your job.
Lewis passes to Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
It looks like a toy hoop for him. KD throws down with ease.
Morant against Russell.
Hey, yo, right here.
Morant outside. Six on the shot clock. Whiteside kicks to Ball. Knocks down the three ball.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
And he can't get the first one. He doesn't get the second one.
And he's made more of an effort here to put pressure on the defense in the second half and create some contact and free throw opportunity.
Fournier finds Whiteside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Steve, if you were a GM and you could choose one player, who would you start your team with?
Right now, I think the perfect player to start your team off right now because of the way everything is going is Anthony Davis. He can play 1 through 5. Defensively, he can change a game. Offensively, he can play in and out. And he's just that fluid player that matches up with today's game.
The Grizzlies trail by 20. Morant outside. Takes the three. They get it back. Whiteside, the pass to Jackson. And the layup's good off the glass. Jackson's got 30 points.
The little things that make a difference. Whiteside staying alert, open man, makes the right basketball play.
Back to Lewis. And Junior throws it down.
He has really come into this second half on an absolute tear. Really impressive effort from him so far.
And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Stolen by Lewis. Outside Russell. The putback. It doesn't go for him. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. And Fournier kicks to Jackson. Bangs home the trifecta. Jackson's got 33.
He's been locked in all night, and he's taking good shots.
There's the lob to Towns. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And look at the explosion from the big fella. Towns' game oozes athleticism.
Jackson down low. Lewis covering. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Down low. And Junior throws it down.
He just bangs down the one-hander.
Two very easy points right here. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
And with that unique combination of size and skill, Towns can sure get himself going offensively.
Morant against Russell. Morant passes to Whiteside. Outside for Jackson. Drills it from outside. Jackson's got 38 points.
They're still behind, but not because of his efforts. He's been unbelievable this quarter.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Pass to Jackson. And it's blocked by Lewis. And he gets it back. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Here's Lewis, and Junior throws it down.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Over to the wing. Back to Ball. And then Ball slams it in.
There's a lot of creativity in Lonzo Ball's game. He knows how to finish in style.
Lobbed up there for Durant. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And the reach of KD. No need to be pinpointed with that alley-oop. He can just about touch the rafters.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Oh, and there's the alley-oop and the dunk by Jackson.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Here's McDaniels, and another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Jackson. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Lewis has got his 16th rebound on the night. Oh, the lob to Parker. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Junior.
Oh, his array of talents on full display. Picks up the triple-double, really takes ownership of this game. I thought that made the difference for them tonight.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Lou Walls checked in. Parker kicks to Harrison. Looks for Lewis, gets it to him. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Taking no chances they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
This is who you want leading that play, a sure passer with great awareness.
.32 seconds left in the game. It's stolen by Kaminsky. And Robinson with a clear path to the basket. The first free throw is good. Robinson hits them both. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Lewis, and it's blocked. Out of bounds, Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession.
Coming on the floor for Timberwolves, Moss.
And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
They're fortunate the defender couldn't control it. Almost lost that possession.
Here's Beverly. Looks for Lewis, gets it to him. And Junior throws it down.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.